Hello once again, Rudy Page back with BIDEM preview for 2020, and I have with me now Anne Thornley-Brown. Anne is actually a member of the diaspora like myself, but of course she's over in Toronto. I'm here in London, and Anne was actually born in Jamaica. Great to meet you, Anne.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Right, so can you tell us a bit about yourself, your business, and what you'll be doing at BIDEM 2020?
Okay, sure. So first of all, I was born in Jamaica, and I spent the first 2 years of my life in the Port Maria area. And then my father got an opportunity to go to McGill University in Montreal. So he went ahead a few months after I was born, actually. And then 2 years later, he brought us up, and the rest is history. I was raised in Montreal.
I know you're an author as well, I understand.
Yes, I have written and had published nonfiction, a book called West Indians in Toronto, Implications for Helping Professionals.
Okay.
But I have over the last, well, I won't say how many years. When I was 18, I started researching my family history.
Okay.
Growing up in Montreal, of course, I'm not surrounded by people like me.
Yeah.
You know, it was a multicultural neighborhood, but there weren't many Black people, there weren't many Caribbean people. So when I started getting interested in knowing more about my roots, I started to work on my family tree and my genealogy. And I made some really surprising discoveries, and that's led to me writing a TV series and a screenplay and a historical romance novel, all inspired by two of my ancestors.
Right. So how many generations did you go back?
Well, on one branch of my family, I actually went back to 1064.
You managed to go that far back?
Based because some of my cousins had done the work. That's on my mom's side.
Okay.
And on my dad's Thornley side, I've been able to trace back to 1613.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. So hundreds of years in Jamaica, and further back in the UK. By the way, on a branch of my family that I thought was pure African. And I've also been blessed to be able to discover 4 specific African ancestors.
Excellent.
And I've identified one man who was from Mali,
really?
A 2 times great-grandfather. And I was thrilled to bits to find that out.
Yes, great.
And also DNA matches showed that I have full Igbo cousins.
Right.
And in one case, there are 15 of us who share a common ancestor from the state of Imo. Hope I said that right.
Right. And
they are scattered all over the Caribbean. All these cousins are scattered all over the Caribbean and in the United States.
That's great. That's going to be fascinating. So is that coming out on Netflix? So we should be looking.
I hope so. I mean, the story that I've told in the TV series, it's about a man from Lancashire. That's how you say it in England, Lancashire. Have I said that right?
Nearly.
Nearly. Well, I struggle with accents a bit. And he came to Jamaica. Actually, I think he was sent there for bad behavior. That's my theory.
Okay.
His father was a military man, and his brothers went into the army. So why was this guy sent to Jamaica, right? Anyway, he got involved with a woman who was mulatto, and she was enslaved. And here I am, generations later.
Okay.
So my story tells 6 generations of that particular family.
Sounds very fascinating, indeed. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about your business, for your future activities before we head out?
Well, I'm looking for a literary agent to help me find a producer for my TV series and screenplay, and also a publisher for my novel. So that's what I'm about. Okay,
so I hope this message goes far and wide, and you get that call.
Excellent.
Great.
And you could play one of the characters.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, he was the grandson of that couple I told you about.
Yeah.
And his father, who was the brother of one of my two times great grandfather, the brother went to England, and his kids were born and raised in England. So
All right. Yes.
you could have a part.
Yeah. Send me the script.
I will. I will. You can start rehearsing the lines.
Okay. What will be your message to the entrepreneurs at BIDEM 2020?
Well, my role at BIDEM 2020 is to facilitate some of the breakout sessions and discussions. So I won't be a speaker this time round, but I'll have the opportunity to support other professionals in the Caribbean diaspora and actually from around the world.
Great. So great to meet you. And no
Pleasure.
doubt we'll meet again in the future.
Excellent.